Marvel Rivals Season 4 has blessed us with the muscle mommy Angela. And while Angela is definitely changing up the meta in many unforeseen ways, she is not as straightforward powerful as the pro players thought. There's a lot of nuance to her kit. Her flight mode effectively acts as a form change, and this means she takes a certain level of skill to even start using correctly. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a few basic tips that I learned from taking Angela into ranked mode and getting a decent win rate with her so far. Now, the most important part of Angela is how her flight works. So you'll notice this meter under my reticule, and the whole thing about this meter is it gives you an enhanced attack on whatever weapon you have equipped at the time, because whether you're on the floor or whether you're in the air, you're going to have a different weapon equipped. So if we fly around for a bit, you'll see that it's increasing in damage. So if I hit them with the spear while it's at max glow, it's actually going to do knockback. And this is something that we saw in the trailer. This is how they were able to knock them off the map, because her flight actually combines with a charge attack. And the thing about this charge is it's actually very precise. I theorize that the hitbox on it is actually an arrow shape, because if you don't directly hit them, you're not going to actually pull them with you. And so we see that her basic flying combo is really to charge and then jab. And that's going to do a lot of damage. And the thing about this jab is it's very effective in most situations. I've found that one of the best ways to use her in a regular skirmish isn't actually to land. It's just to be a little bit above them, jabbing them in the head. And the thing is, when you're hovering, you're not building this meter. So it kind of benefits you to patrol back and forth. I guess the best way to describe Angela is she's not a true dive tank, though she can dive. I've found she's best used for making sure that your supports are okay, and then coming in, dealing some damage to the front, taking care of Spider-Mans, Black Panthers. She has insane mobility to enable the rest of your team to pull off their game plans. Now here's the thing, once she does land, she's gonna switch to these axes, and while you're fighting within this field, you're gonna get enhanced attack speed and life back. In my opinion, this field is a little bit small, so it's a bit hard to actually get in these skirmish situations, but let's try to get her up to her maximum overshield right here. Also notice that when I went up in the air, the timer on slamming down is 12 seconds. So you're not really able to just go up and slam down immediately. You gotta be doing a bit of a patrol here, and really you should, again, to be building up your super attack. So since these bots are full health, let's give them a slam, take a little bit, boom, 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 boom. Getting ourselves up, and we max out at 750 health there, which actually makes her incredibly tanky, but I've found that she's a bit inferior in the brawl situation to something like a Thing, because her healing is codependent on getting hits, while someone like the Thing, he just has to use his cooldowns. This is why most of the time I'm really airborne, poking from the sky, trying to get a reposition on someone or like snatch them out of their line into my backline. I think she's a lot better in the air than she is on the ground currently. I should mention that her shield actually gives her charge on her super attack, so just a demonstration here. Bam, bam. It's not as much as you'd think though. Honestly, her shield is a bit weak, and you can't do actual skirmish tactics with it. Notice it goes on a 2-second cooldown. So you would want to be crouching behind it, hit a spear, come back again, but unfortunately it's just a little bit slow. You're gonna take damage in that meantime, so I don't recommend trying to fight like that. The best use of your shield is really gonna be backing away from danger, and hopefully you'll have the ability to spear charge, because then you could just escape like this. And this is just as good as an escape thing as it is an offensive thing. In my opinion, the only time you really want to be brawling with her is when you have your ultimate, because a lot of times you're going to be paired with a Thor, and trust me, Thor is very good in a synergy with her. We'll put up a video about that later, but pretty much with her ultimate, you throw it in, and then you leap in. And as you can see, they're tethered here. So suddenly they're forced into your brawl zone. It's much easier for you to get up to your max overshield. It doesn't really have a long time for you to actually pull off a play in there. And that's probably something they'll buff in the future, because like if we slam down here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was like 6 to 7 seconds, but you see with how small it is, they're most likely just gonna back out. You don't want to be brawling on a normal dive, you want to be brawling on the ultimate. And by the way, you could throw the ultimate in like this and then leap, boom boom, you go in the air, you're doing some weird things, but you can't second slam. And that's probably the killing blow here. Now, those are just the basic tips on how to use Angela's loadout effectively. Let's get into some gameplay here, and I'll show you some more in-the-situation moments, more nuanced decision-making things on how to use her to her maximum potential, because she is a very rewarding hero, but you have to respect certain things about her kit. You're going to have to know how to fly, and that's pretty hard for people on controller as well. So comment down below what your input is, how you're feeling about Angela, how you're feeling about Season 4.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Yeah. Haha. Click on the draw with that new favorited heroes thing. If you're not using that, you're gonna lose. So the primary thing is that her flying is what builds this meter. And because of that, you really do want to fly around to enhance your damage. She dumps it all as soon as she hits a poke on someone. So if I demonstrate, it doesn't go away. But once I hit that, it's gonna do that added bonus effect. Ah. Her flight is pretty interesting. Ah, I didn't get the limbs there. A little bit less damage than I thought. The thing is, I pressed the wrong cooldown. I should have dove in. The thing that makes it a bit more difficult is she's not a forward tank. She's flying everywhere, so... we're just not getting the heals. Because both these healers are direct. If we had a Snowflake, or we had an Ultron drone, then we could really pop off. But we're kind of limited without that. Seems like we have a Squirrel Girl every game, doesn't it? Ah, I keep missing that. I keep missing that. Yeah, look at that move. I'm definitely getting fed on this game, bro. Are you kidding? There we go. This guy probably has, like, all day of games. This dude's probably been playing Angela all day right now. Oh, that really telegraphs itself, doesn't it? It's kind of hard to actually hit that if they're more aware. Ooh, okay, that was a decent one. The real thing when you dive in is you want to have that meter built up. So after you push them, you have a decent amount of damage waiting for that combo. Double stab combo, baby. Nice, with the little damage boost. Now, the thing that's really balanced about her kit is she has to commit to air or ground. Because if she takes off, she can't immediately slam back down. And it's essentially a form change because she switches weapons. So her combos change, her damage potential changes. 3 seconds isn't bad, we just gotta remember it. It's hard to hit. Damn. Okay, I cannot take that 2v1. That freaking Hulk came out of nowhere and just made that fight impossible for me. Nice. You know, I need to be just poking more like this. Nice. You see how much value the poke made? Okay, not bad, not bad. Why is my audio so shaky right now? I cannot go away from my team. They cannot do this on their own. Oh, magic is not so terrifying when you're this hero. Nice. Let's get up when Darkchild comes in. Focus on poking her. Ah, we need to work on those charges. Oh, you want that fight? You want that. You want that fight, Magic. Okay. Kidnapped. Ah, I was just trying to keep him distracted from doing damage to my team. That was as much as I could do there for him. She's not a hard shield. She cannot just stand in the front. So she kind of has to... She's forced to tangle. Let's let that go. Okay, you know what? Oh, you can't take him. I always forget he gets that unmovable property with... If there's one thing I could change about Punisher, he probably shouldn't have unmovable when he's like that. I understand he's heavier. But it means you can't kidnap to defend. You just have to, like, vacate. Dude, the hitbox on that is very small. I'm actually surprised I didn't kidnap that cloak and dagger when I first went by. Gotcha. Nope. Just a little bit further than your backup speed. That's actually kind of the magic point of Angela. So she should be able to keep poking a lot of these heroes if they're trying to escape, unless they're actively using movement abilities.